What's good? What's good, y'all? Listen, I'm gonna get straight to it because I missed out on it yesterday. We're gonna talk about the elephant in the room, and the elephant in the room is my New York Knicks. They're the number 3 seed in the Eastern Conference, and they're about to get sent home by the 6th seed. All right, so that's something that is worthy of talking about, and something else is worthy of talking about is none other than Tyrese Halliburton. Now, I talked about this guy a couple years ago, a couple seasons ago, like 2 seasons ago, and I say he was one of the best point guards in the league, up and coming point guards in the league. And right now, that is coming to within fruition. The guy had almost the perfect game. He had a triple double with no turnovers. That's a triple double that's effective. That's a triple double that the Joker should take notes, because his triple double led to a win, and it was an effective triple double. It is what it is, right? So he said we should skip the Western Conference. For the looks of it, look like we got to skip both, because both of these series is about to end early. And OKC is playing. They're playing lights out basketball right now, man. They're that team to beat. You know, they're that team to beat. You know, so they're definitely that team to beat. Why you keep saying we set the Lakers? I think then the general public said, did I pick the Lakers? I have to go back and look at that. Did I pick the Lakers? And Lakers was a very favorite team to win a championship. They were title contenders. They're a 3 seed, much like the Knicks, but the Knicks are about to go home. You know, now I did pick Boston to go to the finals. I know I was wrong on that. I'm not too sure if I picked the Lakers, because I kept talking about the general public picking the Lakers, because I live here in Los Angeles. I'm talking about the people saying the Lakers was going to go to the finals and win it all. I don't know if I picked. I got to double check and look back at that, because I do remember saying the OKC was the team to beat. You know, if I said the Lakers, then I guess I was wrong. Did I pick the Lakers to go to the finals? This is going to be the lowest rated finals. Yes, it is. But you got to give props to Tyrese Halliburton, man. He's playing great basketball right now. He's giving it to my Knicks. You know, we're still missing something in New York. And it's kind of, listen, for OKC to be having this record and beating the Wolves is not really much of a shocker. They're the number 1 seed in the Western Conference, and they're beating on a 6 seed. Is this much of a shocker to you? Because the teams that win championships is usually the 1 through 3 seed. And if the OKC wins the championship, they'd be the number 1 seed that won a championship. The Boston Celtics was the number 1 seed or the 2 seed last season. They won the championship. Teams that win the championships are usually 1 through 3 seed. Look at the history of it. 4 seeds don't win championships. 5 seeds don't win championships a majority of the time. 6 seeds, good luck. 7 seeds, super good luck. 8 seeds, almost next to impossible. So that's most likely your champions. So when you're looking at basketball, this is why basketball is so predictable. It's always the 1 through 3 seed in either conference. One of those teams are going to win the championship. That is your champions, right? And looks like it's going to be OKC. Now, do you have teams like Indiana that creep into the finals, then, you know, just end up losing? Yeah. And that's going to be the Indiana Pacers. They're going to creep to the NBA finals, and they're most likely going to lose to the OKC Thunder. Can't see them beating the Thunder unless a major injury go down. You know, Thunder going to be favorites. You know, but shit, they're giving it to my Knicks. They giving my Knicks an ass whooping to remember. You know, they're one win away to knocking the Knicks out. And based off the way things been going, I say the Knicks lose the next game. Knicks gonna lose in the Garden. Knicks going home in 5 games. This series is over. And Shea Gilgeous-Alexander he's proven that he's just better than Anthony Edwards right now. Anthony Edwards is being more aggressive. He is taking more shots, but he's taking shots, but he ain't getting into a groove. The defense is all over him. And he's having one-on-one matchups, but he still can't score. Alex Caruso is all up in his guts. That's a one-on-one defense. Don't want to hear no double team, triple team nonsense. He being stopped by one player on many possessions. He ain't cooking Alex Caruso. All right. So all that, he's the best one-on-one player in the league. No, he ain't, because he can't cook Alex Caruso. And he can't cook homeboy on the OKC Thunder. I forgot the last guy. Yes. Thank you, Chi-Town. You're proving my point even more. You had to go all the way back to 1995, which is 20 years ago. And that team won it just by in 95, man, they won it by struggling. Had a lot of luck on their side. They had that kiss of death by Mario Elie. You know, they were underdogs. The Houston Rockets was underdogs in 1995. You know? Yeah, Dircey's not that common, but they title contenders, though. Yeah, that's a good question. What seed was the Mavs in the 2011? So, I mean, Chi-Town's shorting the list even more. I'm being 1, 2, 3 makes this common logical sense. Now, if you just want to shorten that list to the first 2 seeds in each conference, then that makes it even shorter list. That means it's just 4 teams. So, yeah. Yeah, but the third seeds is still a title contender, though, regardless if they won. But hey, if you want to shorten that list, that means there's only 4 teams that's really title contenders. 2 on the West, 2 on the East. And that's the first seed and that's the second seed. But look at your history. The top seeded teams always are the teams that win the championship most of the time. It's just either the 1 or 2nd seed. Yeah, see, look, Chi-Town's he's just proving it even more. This is how predictable basketball is. So the top seeds are always usually teams that win championships. Just proving my point even more. That's why when people sit there and say, oh, an 8th seed, a 7th seed gonna win the championship, I look at them like they're crazy. 7 and 8 seeds don't win championships. They just go to the playoffs just to say bye-bye. That's it. The only thing that's unpredictable in sports and seedings don't matter too much is the NFL, because it's one game. That's it. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Even in football, but football got more probability and more chances. Let's just go by that. Seeding don't matter as much in football as it does in basketball. That's for sure. Because it's just one game and you're out of there. You know, there's more title contending teams in the NFL than there is in the NBA. We could say that, you know. Yeah. But see, that's almost impossible in basketball, you know, and that's recent. 2021 is still recent. It's only 4 years ago. there's more probability, more chances of your team winning in the NFL than the NBA. That is true. Yeah. And it's one game, Adrian, one game. All right. So there's more chances of teams winning in the NFL. You got a higher probability of teams winning in the NFL than you do in the NBA, you know. Yeah, we're here for it, man. We're here to see the OKC Thunder make the finals for the second time. The last time they've been there is when Kevin Durant led them and they lost against the Miami Heat. And that was back in 2012, right? Was that 2012? Yeah, that's 2012. And Shea got a chance to make history. If he wins a championship for the OKC Thunder, he'd be the greatest OKC Thunder player of all time. I said it here. You heard it first. He have the MVP. He will have a finals MVP. And he will have the first championship for the OKC Thunder as a franchise. He will go down as the greatest OKC Thunder player of all time. He would get bumped up above Kevin Durant because he would do something that Kevin Durant couldn't do, which is win a championship for the Thunder. Period. Because winning counts. Yeah, you can make a case because winning comes first. If he could, if Halliburton could get a title to the Pacers and Reggie Miller couldn't, you know. Now, some people may look at that and say that's blasphemy. You know, will he ever be a better shooter than Reggie Miller? No, but if he brings a championship, you could rank him above. As a Pacer, you could rank him above as Reggie Miller. You may not rank him above as a player. I'm just talking about Pacers. I'm talking about the franchise players. That's it. Okay. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander won't be ranked above Kevin Durant on an all-time player list, but he will be ranked above Kevin Durant as an OKC Thunder. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You know. Free-throw merchant narrative destroyed. Free-throw merchant. They love calling him that. But you know what? He said he likes it. He likes being the villain. He likes being, he said it doesn't bother him. You know, he just continues to play basketball. Yes, as a Pacer. Yes, as a Pacer. Not as a player. If we go on all-time rankings, Reggie Miller still would be ranked above Halliburton. But as a Pacer, Halliburton would be above him because he won a championship, right? He'd be more valuable because he won a championship. He said KD overrated. He may be ranked above KD when it's all said and done, yes. But as of right now, no. Yeah, I mean, Reggie Miller, he never played for another team, but he never won the chip for the Pacers, though, man. I mean, that means a lot. That means an absolutely lot. He led them to the finals, yes, but he got to win. You know, winning means a lot, you know. But as a player, he'd be ranked above Tyrese Halliburton. As a Pacer, it's a different story, you know. Yeah, he does. He does. He has a lot of longevity. But longevity don't mean jack shit if you can't win. See how fast people would throw that shit out the window? LeBron James, let that be a lesson to you. People don't give a fuck about your longevity. You didn't win nothing. Yeah. You want to give Tyrese the best Pacer of all time? He got to win. If he wins a championship, I got no problem with you calling him the best Pacer of all time because winning means something. Winning will always be the most main objective thing, period. I don't care about a player's longevity if he don't win. Well, what good is longevity if you can't win? You spend all your time losing. You collecting L's? I'm not giving you an award for losing constantly. That's your problem. You know? Same with Jalen Brunson. If Jalen Brunson was able to lead the Knicks to a championship, that's something Patrick Ewing never did. Now, is he a better? Is Tyrese Halliburton a better basketball player than Reggie Miller overall? No, but he would be ranked above Reggie Miller as a pacer. You would give him that. Tyrese will never be the shooter that Reggie Miller is. Period. He would never be that killer that is. Who's the best Knick of all time? Man, you have to. He say Bronson. Nah, I can't give it to Bronson. He didn't win nothing. Damn. You could do the Walt Fraziers. Earl Monroe. You got to go back to like the 70s. You have to go back to the 70s. Walt Frazier probably. Walt Frazier is probably the greatest Knick of all time. Period. He won. He got the job done. Earl Monroe was pretty big for the Knicks too. Yeah, man. He won 2 chips and the Finals MVP. Preach. Modern times is Ewing. You could go with Melo. You could go with Melo. That's okay, Adrian. But all you need to know, bro, 2 NBA championships and the Finals MVP, that's something Bronson never did. So that's all you need to know. You don't even have to see the guy play. Just go by his accolades and the fact that he was able to win for the Knicks. And the Knicks haven't won a championship since the 70s. Okay? You weren't even born when the Knicks won a championship. That shows you how important it is to win the championship. So let that be known, But I'm glad we got some youngsters in here, So when you validate something like that, put that into account. That hey, until Bronson wins something, all he's doing is just putting up stats. Remember that, Adrian. All Bronson is doing is giving us stats. If he can't win, fuck him. It's as simple as that. Because everybody could put up stats. Stats are like assholes. Everybody got one. Can you win with those stats? Tyrese Halliburton can win with those triple-double stats that he just got. No turnovers. Perfect, damn near perfect game. One of the best games of his career. Oh, Willis Reed, I forgot. Oh, that's a perfect list. That's a perfect list right there. That's a perfect list. Yeah, I give Bronson over Melo. I do think Melo's a better one-on-one scorer than Bronson, though, because he's bigger. Bronson could be pushed around because he's short. It's hard to pick the short guy over this guy that's 6'8". But it is what it is. He said, at least Bronson made it. Man, I don't give a fuck about them conference finals because we about to get sent home. Fuck them conference finals. I don't give awards for conference finals. Nah, fuck that. And get all the pressure. And Anthony Edwards on like 10 NBA commercials. Fuck that. He wanted, he gonna get all that smoke. Ain't gonna treat that man like a baby. This is the same guy that going up in girls in clubs raw. How many baby mamas Anthony Edwards got? Maybe if he spent more time on the basketball court and develop a post-up game and some different aspects in the mid-range shot, instead of mid-ranging in holes in the club, maybe he might get a better game. Fuck that. I'm giving him no damn pass. That man make millions of dollars. He get no fucking pass. He a franchise player. Fuck all of that. That man got his baby mama out here sitting there, a 38-year-old woman trying to get money from him talking about she harassing half the whole team. She literally talking to his teammates. So I wouldn't be surprised if one of his teammates hit them skins. You know, she probably smashing some of his teammates. Because this dude just, there ain't no girl Anthony Edwards won't smash. This dude go up into clubs, hitting up random girls. This girl that he got knocked up is a 38 unemployed woman. They ain't got no money. Broke as fuck. I learned about it now. I learned about it now thanks to Chi-Town after doing some research. You know? Yeah, you told me that a year ago. Shout out to Chi-Town. He the one that put me on to that. I didn't even know about none of this stuff until he told me. Then I did some research. He probably requests a trade. Because if they don't re-sign Julius Randle or Naz Reid, Anthony Edwards out of there. And it's Minnesota. Nobody stays in Minnesota. He's going to go to a major city. He could be a Laker. He's going to end up being in a major city, probably like a Laker or something like that. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes to the Lakers. He got all the attitude and the charisma of a Los Angeles dude. Los Angeles will love Anthony Edwards. All that shit talking he do. He'll fit right in California. He's flashy. See, I could see him going to a major city like LA. Oh, really? Ant-Man about to have like 20 kids. He about to be the next Sean Kemp if he don't keep it up. Do you see what happened to Sean Kemp? Sean Kemp got like 20 kids by different baby mamas. Now he on the streets broke, shooting, robbing people, getting arrested. He went from an NBA player to an NBA dog. Now he in the streets just doing crazy shit. You won't even recognize the guy anymore. Just went broke. Yeah, he did. You know, that girl hit the jackpot. That girl is broke as fuck. 38 years old, unemployed, and getting millions of dollars from getting extorted, extorting out a guy like Anthony Edwards. He ain't gonna have no money left after all these girls that he mess around with. You know, keep your ass out the club and work on your basketball game like Shea Gilgeous-Alexander be doing, like Kobe did. Kobe didn't go to no clubs. This dude was on the court working on his game consistently. And now you're about to get sent home, Anthony Edwards. Work on your game and come back better. Learn how to do some double teams. Learn how to score one-on-one. Get a mid-range shot. Get a post-up game. Because all you got offensively is a three-point shot and the ability to attack the basket. Wow, he has a cannabis. He must be broke with that cannabis dang. Because I hear a lot of reports of Sean Kemp robbing people, pulling out guns on people. It is what it is. I don't know, man. It's a little too early for that. You know, it's a little too early. If they become like a one and done team, they only win one championship. I can't call that, but you notice you don't win nothing without playing defense. Every great team in the NBA is a great defensive team. Look at all your champions. They all won by playing defense. Even in 2025, defense is still the most important aspect of basketball. Don't ever let nobody tell you that it don't. Defense and rebounding is the first two important aspects. Scoring comes third. Scoring is the third most important aspect of basketball. If you want to talk 2025, there is no better defensive team than the OKC Thunder, without a doubt. Without a doubt. But if they continue to play like this year after year, then they become one of the greatest defensive teams. They got at least two-peat. If they could two-peat, then we're talking. We could pit them with the bad boy Detroit Pistons and stuff like that. But they got to win more. And you know what I mean? This is the problem with this generation. You guys give people stuff after like 1 year of greatness. That's why Shai Gilgeous-Alexander not a superstar yet. He got to repeat this more than 1 year. And being a superstar is not just playing good basketball for one season and the world not knowing who you are. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander better be known in Korea. He better be known in Japan. He better be known in everywhere. He better be in many commercials. That's the mark of a superstar. He better be talked about on ESPN all day, every day. The only way you get to do that is by consistently playing good year after year, being a title contender, winning MVPs, dominating the league, being a top 5 player, being ranked number 1, all of that stuff. That's the only way. That's how you become a superstar. You don't become a superstar from 1 year of greatness. Jason Tatum ain't no superstar because you had 1 year that you won a championship. They don't go that route, man. Even Jaylen Brown ain't no superstar. You know? Well, Tim Duncan wasn't talked about as much, but at all. But here's the thing. Tim Duncan became known just for the simple fact that he kept winning. That's how he became a superstar. He kept winning. Simple. Tim Duncan became a superstar from just winning. And then, yes, his name was known when he kept winning. Because when you win, your name will ring bells. That's a 5-time NBA champion. Put some respect on Tim Duncan's name. Best power forward to ever play basketball. And he was quiet. But he became a superstar because he won MVPs. He was called the best player in the world. Simple. And he did it consistently every year. That's how you become a superstar. There's only 5 superstars in the league right now. And that's it. And 3 of them about to get phased out. So now we got to replace those 3, which is LeBron, KD, and Steph Curry. Yeah, Tim Duncan was talked about because he won too much to not be talked about. You know. And here's the thing. KD, LeBron, Steph Curry, 3 superstars that's going to be sent off into retirement. So now somebody has to be replacing them. You could have, who knows? Maybe Shai Gilgeous-Alexander will step up to the plate. Maybe, I don't know, Anthony Edwards. You know, anybody. It's wide open for anybody. You know, maybe Victor Wembanyama will become a superstar. But we're going into the next generation of basketball. So somebody going to become a superstar. Let's talk about it. Let's lay down the facts. Hold on. Let me just get my shit right here. I got to get my soda, y'all. And check this out. A MetaQuest 3 for free. I got a MetaQuest 3 for free. Look at all the free gifts I be getting, man. MetaQuest. This is a virtual reality video game system. I'm going to play Batman Arkham Shadows on this bad boy. Woo, celebrate. Salute. I ain't going to be doing no celebrating tomorrow. I'm going to have some tears coming down my face tomorrow because the Knicks lose. It's going to hurt me to see the Knicks lose tomorrow, man. I ain't going to lie. You know, I want to see the Knicks win a championship in my lifetime. And, I don't think it's going to happen. You know. He's about the, who knows, man? I don't know. It's a good race, though. You know, you got the Halliburtons. You got, you know, all of that stuff, you know. Who do you met, Chi-Town? Oh, okay. I'm not too familiar who that is. All I know is Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, and a couple other people. But I don't know every WNBA player because I don't really follow them. Yeah, Andre, he is clutch. And he knows how to win. I'm giving the man his credit. I'm not hating. Salute to Tyrese Halliburton. You kicking my Knicks ass the right way. I ain't got no complaints. Salute to you, man. You a bad boy. You a bad motherfucker. And that's what it is, man. You don't see me crying about it. Well, you may see me crying tomorrow. That damn Tyrese. But it's all good, man. I think my Knicks is on the right track though. We was a third seed. What seems to be like a waste of a seed now, because based off the history now, even third seeds don't win that much. So third seeds is like fool's gold title contenders. And yeah, man. Good question, Andre. Good question. All right. Andre asks, what are the Knicks missing? And are there any free agents you want them to target? Well, I don't know if he's a free agent, but I know some players that I want them to target. I want Miles Turner. I want that. He got that toughness that the Knicks need. And I think we need a stretch four. We need a stretch four. We need some size. We need to do what the Pacers do. We need some stretch fours, some bigs that could shoot the three, some defensive-minded basketball players. I need to do like Turner. You got to follow the blueprint of the Pacers. The Pacers got a lot of dogs. That's what the Knicks need. We need some dogs because Miles Bridges is weak. Miles Bridges is weak. He's soft. He a poodle dog. I need some pit bulls. The only pit bull we got is OG Abayo is a dog. Jalen Bronson is a dog. Karl Anthony Towns, he like a mix. He a mutt. You could get rid of him. You could get rid of his ass. He's a mutt. I need a dog. I need a big dog. And a legit second option that don't disappear. Fuck it. I'm going to tell you exactly what I want from the Knicks. I want Giannis Antetokounmpo. I want Karl Anthony Towns off the team, and I want Giannis Antetokounmpo, and I want Miles Turner. I want both of those dudes. That's it. That's it. If you could find me a way to get Miles Turner and Giannis Antetokounmpo, superstar, yeah, I take that. Yeah, he shoots too wild, man. Look how many threes he missed for the Knicks on that last game. We could have probably won if he actually made a couple. Yes, the ratings is going to be real bad. Yeah, the ratings is going to be real bad. But like Adrian said, the real NBA head's going to watch this. Real basketball players going to watch it. I'm watching it because I know the Pacers are dogs. And I know this OKC team is dogs. Two good defensive teams going to be going at it. This is a great finals. Indiana Pacers is deep. Pacers is deep. Pacers got some dogs. Miles Turner, Pascal Siakam. Those are some big boys. They're gonna get technically on paper, they better than Shat Holmgren and Hartenstein. Real talk. The Pacers may got on paper. The Pacers may got a better squad. They got some players better than OKC. You're not taking Shat Holmgren and Hartenstein over Miles Turner and Pascal Siakam. Come on now. And guard-wise, there's probably no better point guard in the series than Tyrese Halliburton. He's going to be the best point guard in the series. The best defensive guard is going to be Alex Caruso. Yeah, Chet got potential, but he ain't better than them two guys yet. And Miles Turner could shoot the three, and he a big. Hartenstein can't do that. It's going to be a battle, man. I'm going to predict the finals right now. OKC in 7. OKC in 7. The Pacers ain't gonna go out like no chumps. 7 games. He got good IQ. But the Pacers got just as good bench. The Pacers' bench is just as good as OKC's. You know? Shaq definitely more active. He's gonna have to take them guys out on the dribble and shoot on them. You better not try to yak it on them too much. He ain't gonna get past them too much. He's gonna have to just hit threes on them. Yeah. OKC in 7. I'm done sleeping on the Pacers, man. We keep doubting the Pacers, man. They keep winning. The Pacers wasn't favorites pretty much at all. They weren't favorites to beat Cleveland. They weren't favorites to beat the Knicks. They ain't gonna be favorites to beat OKC. You know, I'm done. I'm done sleeping on the Pacers, man. They shut my ass up. I'm done. Because I was saying they were supposed to be losing since. I had Milwaukee beating the Pacers. So Milwaukee was favorites to beat the Pacers too. Because we didn't thought Dame was going to get injured. Milwaukee was favorites to beat the Pacers. The Pacers were underdogs the whole playoffs. And now they're on the verge of going to the finals. They'd be going to the finals tomorrow. Milwaukee wasn't favored for you, Chi-Town. But everybody, if you look at surveys, Milwaukee was favorites. Giannis Antetokounmpo and Dame Dollar was favorites. They're the marquee names. People were calling Tyrese Halliburton overrated. And he's on that list. For you, Chi-Town. You and G Money the only ones that was saying that. But a lot of people were picking Milwaukee to win. For the simple fact they thought Giannis Antetokounmpo was going to go off and he was going to have hope with Dame Dollar. They were underdogs the whole playoffs. The Pacers were underdogs the whole playoffs. Everybody knows it. He said, I hate Tibbs. Tibbs about to break Jalen Bronson's legs. That's what he about to do. The Pacers are not favorites to go to the finals. Let alone win the series. People thought it was going to be Cleveland and Boston in the conference finals. That didn't even pan out. Pacers are the only team defining the odds. They're a 5th seed, right? And they're a 5th seed going to the finals. That beat a 2 seed, a 3rd seed. Yeah. The Pacers was not favorites at all in the playoffs. I remember people telling me the Bucks was going to win. Everybody that I know watch sports say the Bucks was going to win. Oh, correction. I'm sorry. They were the 4th. That's right. They were the 4th seed. Milwaukee was the 5th. I know they was back. They was very close because they had to play each other. Yeah, but that's you, Chi-Town. But most people were saying Milwaukee was going to beat them. Everybody said they had a closer in Dame Dollar, and they had a superstar in Giannis Antetokounmpo. The Pacers were supposed to lose in the first round of the playoffs. Nobody was believing in them boys. Nobody was believing in them. And I didn't even believe in Cleveland. I thought Cleveland was fool's gold. But I thought they would at least make it to the conference finals and lose to Boston. So even I was wrong. So Yeah. Well, shit. They're going to get even better because the East's going to be really weak next year. Milwaukee's going to be gone. Boston's going to be gone. The East's going to be really weak next year. The best teams in the East next year is going to be the Knicks, the 76ers, and the Pacers. That's going to be your top three teams because all them other teams, yeah. Oh, and Cleveland for a regular season record. Yeah, it's going to be wide open, you know. But Indiana's going to be by far arguably one of the best teams in the East next year, you know. If they stay healthy, yeah. 76ers, yeah, if they stay healthy. If there's no injuries on that 76ers team, by default, they're going to win a lot of games. Because they already did it before. And it's the regular season. They will choke in the playoffs. We're not talking about the playoffs. We're talking about regular season. In the regular season, the 76ers will win a lot of games if they're fully healthy. If a fully healthy Joel Embiid, a fully healthy Tyrese Maxey, a fully healthy Paul George, they're going to win a lot of games. They're going to win a lot of games. They're just going to choke in the playoffs. We could agree on that, but let's not take away their regular season record. They're going to be a lot of fool's gold. Keep in mind, Joel Embiid is a former MVP. So he knows how to lead a team to a third seed, a second seed, and all that other stuff, only to choke in the playoffs, you know. I'll say, now that's a different story. If Embiid misses next season, then fine. The 76ers won't have a good record. So we could put them at number 4. So let's just say Cleveland, Indiana, and the Knicks are going to be your best 3 teams in the Eastern Conference. The East is very easy to predict. Boston is going to be out of it because Jason Tatum is going to miss half the season. Miami's trash. Who else? Orlando's okay. Like, what are we talking about? There's no competition. The Dame Dollar's going to be out the whole year, and Giannis may end up being traded. So Milwaukee's going to be completely done. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Half of these dudes going to be gone. The East is going to only have like three good teams. And Chi-Town's thinking Joel Embiid going to call it quits. He must have a career-ending injury. You know? So it is what it is on that aspect. But let's not act like the East is going to be dominant. Half the players are going to be gone. Half them going to be gone. Who going to be there? Half of them. Yo, what up, Kid Trunks? Man, my homeboy Kid Trunks in the chat, man. I miss me some Kid Trunks, man. He always make me laugh. What's going on, Trunks? VA, brother? Oh, no, not VA. I'm sorry. DC. I'm bugging. Yeah, Nick's not deep enough. I know. You know. But the East is going to be weak next year. What y'all talking about? Y'all know the East is going to be weak. Half everybody going to be injured or traded. Giannis may not even be in the Eastern Conference next year. He may be a San Antonio Spur. He may be a Golden State Warrior. The East is going to be trash next year. Like, what are you talking? Y'all already know. Y'all know. Oh, God. I love music. Okay, your top 5, the Cavs, Knicks, Pacers, and Magic. Magic is fool's gold. Magic is trash. Magic may be on the same level with Detroit. They ain't going nowhere. Cavaliers is fool's gold. They're going to have a big regular season record, but still be trash. And Knicks is going to be still the Knicks. Whatever that means. The Knicks ain't going to get no better. Watching Knicks make no moves. Make no moves. Yeah, Orlando's like Detroit. They're a hard-nosed team, you know. Yeah, they'd be a top 5 team, but they're going home like in the first round. Oh, no doubt, Kid Trunks. Same here, man. Same here. No, you got my support to the end, brother. I'm always going to be rocking by your side, Trunks. You know how we do. Always. You know? Oh, speaking of something non-sports, well, it is sports, but Manny Pacquiao's coming back. If y'all watching boxing, Manny Pacquiao's coming out of retirement. So I don't know if y'all into watching Manny Pacquiao come out of retirement, but also September 13th, I believe it's Terrence Crawford versus Canelo. And Terrence Crawford say, hey, beating Canelo, I'll be beating the greatest Mexican fighter of all time. So that's going to be good. That's going to be banging. You know, he's fighting a nobody. I don't even know who it's like a warm-up fight, but it's not no exhibition shit. It's a real boxing fight that's on his record. If he lose, you know. G Money.
No, see, man, what's going on?
Woo! What's going on, brother?
What's going on? What's cracking, slacking? What's cracking, slacking? Man, it was a thunderstorm in OKC. What's going on?
Yeah, man. I mean, those last 2 games was just beat downs, man. They did stop playing. You know, so it was OKC series right now.
Yeah.
But one thing I'm not going to do, G Money, I'm giving the Pacers their credit, man. People keep sleeping on the Pacers. Mm-hmm. They're gonna give
people
OKC some trouble.
That's what I'm saying. And I have a bold prediction. Drum roll, please. I got the Pacers shocking the Thunder and winning the chip.
Oh God! Oh no, please!
What?
No, son. No, I don't want to see
the Pacers
that.
win it all.
Oh God! G Money got the Pacers winning it all.
You don't want to see it.
Yeah,
I do.
I don't want to see it, man. I hope not, man. I hope you're wrong on that one. Yo, what up, kid?
I hope I'm wrong too.
What's up, man? In the flesh.
What's up,
in the flesh. What's up?
What up, son?
And bones, flesh and bones.
Yo, who you got in these NBA finals?
OKC gonna dick slap the living hell out of Indiana, man. Let me tell you why. Man, that excuse of a conference in the East, man. No offense to the Knicks, I think they're overall a great team, but them boys down in the West, man, them boys coming, man. No
I mean, the West always historically had better teams than the East for quite some time.
They played against Denver, who gave them a good fight. 7 games.
Okay, here's why I got the Pacers. Go ahead. They went 7 games against the Nuggets, and the Nuggets are not deep. The Pacers are deep.
OKC is so deep. Do you know how deep they are? They're deeper than Kim Kardashian. They deeper than Halle Berry.
And keep this in mind.
Who else is more deeper than I'm trying to think of a woman.
I mean, they're deeper than
Jennifer Lopez.
Hey man, they deeper than dudes sliding with Remy Ma.
They're deeper than Vanessa Hudgens. I know.
We're about 52 years old, something like that. Deeper than her. That's how deep. Okay,
so the Pacers, bro.
So the Pacers. Indiana. They're way more deeper than Indiana.
What's up, Brandon?
What's good, y'all?
What's good?
What's up, bro? What a thunderous night in OKC.
The whole defense can run just as fast as the OKC Thunder. They got young legs. Are you crazy? They run like gazelles. I'm telling you, this game gonna be like a track meet. 100-meter dash.
That favors the Pacers, bro. Indiana favors Indy likes to beat. The Pacers like to run. I mean, Pacers in their name. Pacers. They like to run and stun. Dude, track meet that favors Indiana, if anything.
But OKC can catch up with them. What do you mean?
Hey, yo, Brandon, you got that big L in the background. I was in Westwood, California today, right?
Okay.
And some dude walked by me and he was saying, you know, I sell a blow in the park. He was saying Big L lyrics. I said,
Big L. That was legendary. But you know what's crazy though about Big L's legend is like, even when he died in '99, cats weren't talking about him.
What up, guys?
I think after a while, everybody just started talking about him. Like I don't know.
Word.
Yeah, I said this before the season even started. I said OKC was going to the finals.
Okay.
You're right. You're right on the dot.
Yeah.
Okay, now, Shy, do they win it all? Do they win it all, Shy?
They're gonna sweep them.
Yeah, I picked them to. I already picked them to win it, so I'll stick with that.
Brandon, what you got?
That's fine.
OKC. Let me tell you why. That big three, it ain't just the SGA show no more. You got Chet stepping up, and then you got my man J-Dub. So it ain't a one-man show no more. So I think OKC could pull it out.
But I don't think you count out Indiana. I think because Indiana's a team, they just don't go away unless you have to put the foot down.
Yeah, I agree. They always have a lead to catch up to. Like, you can be up by them by 5 points somehow, some way. They'll come up
and also experience.
In a span of like 1 minute, and they'll be up by you by like three points. So you have to keep catching up, man. They play in a rhythm. I gotta give the Pacers that.
Oh yeah. No, I'm not trying to like dismiss them. Because I picked the Knicks to come out the East, but the way the Knicks have been playing, I say no, Indiana might pull this out. I'm just saying that we're talking about this overall. OKC, they just, I don't know.
No, the Knicks they could beat Indiana.
How many games do you guys say? I think
I hope I don't think they will. They could.
Do you guys think this goes 5 or 4? Do you think this goes 5 or 4?
No.
I got Pacers in 6. I got the Pacers pulling the upset.
Pacers in 6.
I mean, think about it. Indiana's also a great road team. Indiana's 6-1 on the road in the playoffs. Also, the Pacers lead the league in the playoffs in assists, 3-point percentage, field goal percentage. That matters. Indiana's second in points per game in the playoffs. Also, keep this in mind. Spicy P's been to an NBA Finals. He's a champion. Keep this in mind. And the Pacers are 8. The Pacers are 7-1 in the clutch. That matters. OKC can be inconsistent in the clutch sometimes. And mind you, Rick Carlisle is an NBA champion. Let me finish, please. I never see Mark Dagner coach in the finals. That matters. Experience will play a factor, in my opinion. And Aaron Nesmith, you can slide him on SGA. Also, J-Dub can be on and off. Chet can be on and off. Dort on and off. I mean, bro, they needed 7 games to beat the Nuggets with no depth. That did happen. So
honestly, I'm
let's
thinking,
not ignore that thing.
I don't know if I should change my pick because you made some. I'm 50-50 on this thing.
No, I'm sticking with OKC, man.
Me too. But G-Money, you ever hear the term Styles makes fights? That happens in basketball too. So yeah, that was Denver. That was Denver though. This is a different team though. They're gonna be facing.
I know Indiana. I know Indiana's deeper than Denver. Here's the thing: Indiana's deeper than Denver, and the Thunder were literally a whisker away from arguably losing the series. Again, I'm not downgrading the Thunder. I get it; they've been thunderific. I get it. The Thundercats been great. Yeah, great. My thing is, great.
I'm thinking I might change my. I don't know. It's tough because you made some.
There's the one denominator.
They struggle to beat freaking Denver. And then
and also experience. And that if the game is close, Indy's gonna win. If the game is close, I trust Turner to hit a big shot, Spicy P to hit a big shot, Nemby to hit a big shot, Hallie's hit game winners. Aside from SGA,
sometimes what they do, they sleep. Because remember that one game won against Denver where they should have won the game, but they just fell asleep at the end. They do that sometimes.
Exactly. And game 3 against Denver, game 3 against Denver, yeah. That's what I'm saying. And also experience. Can we see SGA, J-Dub and Shad in the finals? Remember, experience. Some guys don't just dominate the first
Indiana
finals.
I will say if the Pacers do
Indiana
win,
got better big.
That's what I'm saying. Indiana's way better front line.
Miles Turner, I gotta admit, Miles Turner,
he's way better than I heard.
See, this is the one denominating factor that OKC is one player. It's not just Shea, it's Chet. I think he has to be the denominating factor for this team, man.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I said.
Scoring.
Yep,
he can defend. I'll give him that. But like how he's gonna do against Siakam? How he's gonna do against?
He's not gonna stop Spicy P. Spicy P's gonna eat him alive, bro. Spicy P ate up Draymond Green.
Yeah.
If you have the Thunder, that's totally
different animal now. I'll make a case. He's just as good at defense as Draymond, or possibly better. Just off this playoffs, I just see just off this playoffs.
That's subjective. You're not right or wrong.
It's not about who's better. It's about who's going to execute better.
He got to execute.
Indiana would do that.
That's what I'm saying. Chet has to execute more so on the offensive side.
And I don't trust Chet. I don't know if I can trust him in the NBA Finals. Again, these guys are not experienced.
Well, how can you trust Halliburton in the finals?
That's a good. I'll give you that.
I'll give you that. I trust Spicy P. And Rick Carlisle. Rick Carlisle has been in what? How many finals?
Rick Carlisle's been in
2.
Yeah,
he's been in 2. Yeah, 2.
That's what I'm saying. And Spicy P. They both have.
Was he the coach in 06? Or was that that was Avery Johnson, right?
That was Avery Johnson, yeah.
That was Avery Johnson.
Yeah. Remember Nelly was before that, and Avery Johnson came after. So yeah.
That's and Indiana's deeper.
I'm going OKC in 7. I made my prediction earlier.
I respect that. I respect that.
So you think it's gonna be a deep series? You think?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be deep because Indiana's got a bench and they got a deep squad. It's time to stop.
And they have a coach. Don't forget, Rick Carlos. He's arguably the best coach in the NBA. I'd say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they got.
I'd say the 2 best coaches in the NBA right now is Rick Carlisle and Spoelstra.
By far, and also keep this in mind though. Indiana's bro. The field house is tough to play in. Keep that in mind though. The field house is tough to play in though. So I don't know how the Thunder will look when they go to the field house though. That's just me. If you have Thunder in 7 or 6, I can respect that. I got Pacers in 6 for me.
I got
I got OKC in 6.
Okay, I got OKC in 6 too.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna win these first 2 games. I don't care what no man says. OKC gonna win their first 2 games.
Yep, that's what I said. Yep.
I think the banana split. Nah, I think there'll be a banana split.
Hell, man.
I think they'll go win. Keep this in mind. Denver won game 1 there. That matters. So they're not the Thunder are not invincible. So keep that in mind though. So
they're not. But you're talking about Denver though. You just said it yourself. Denver wasn't as deep. So I don't.
And Indiana's deep, and Indiana's 61 on the road, bro.
No. I'm
and
not talking about Indiana. No. Time out. You just said that they're gonna split. I respect that. And you said because Denver, this is a whole different whole different stage, G-Money, whole different stage.
Okay, maybe that was a bad reason.
Brandon, no. What he's saying is that if OKC struggle to beat a team that has no depth, then they're gonna have even a more hard time beating a team that does have depth.
But it's the finals though. Hold up, time out. It's the finals though. It's a bigger stage. So you're right. It's not.
No, they're not experienced, man.
Hold up, time out. Yeah, and besides Rick Carlisle, Spicy P, they're not. They got a little bit more experience, but it's not an uneven playing field though. It's not really a big gap. So that's what I'm saying.
I agree. I agree with you.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
I agree with that.
And Shai,
you're right.
What I'm trying to say is that forget about what happened with Denver. That Denver is out. They've been out. I'm talking about this a whole different matchup, whole different series. This is not about you can't do this there. It's not about this is not chess or like a game like that where it's 1-on-1. This is a team thing. So things change.
Okay, but let me ask you this: who's a better team, Denver or Indiana?
Yeah, Indiana. But again, they not. This is a whole. Again, that was different. This is.
And also, Pacers 6-1 in a row. Keep this in mind. Indiana's won 6 straight road playoff games.
No, they have. Right, they have. Right, that means something too a little bit. However, let me give you an example. I'm gonna use the 04 finals as an example with the Detroit and LA. Detroit didn't have a puncher's chance of being in LA. Look what happened. See what I'm saying? Like you can't. And LA was a deeper team, and they had more experience. They just came off a 3-peat. Well,
I don't know if they were deeper. I don't know if they were deeper though.
Was that the year with Carmelo and
Scary thing? Yeah, they were.
Carmelo didn't even play that series. First of all, he played like 2 games.
He didn't play, but my point is they were deeper.
That Laker team was not.
Besides him getting injured, I'll admit that injury did affect the series. I kept telling my boy this is before like DraftKings and all that, and he was betting. I'm like, dude, you got to be careful.
Well, why do I owe you money? Get the hell out of here. Best of Philly. Get the hell out of here. I've been to the OKC was going to the finals. Get the hell out of here.
I mean, you made some valid points. You made some very valid points. And you made some valid points. My thing is that one, the Pacers are 7.
Yeah, go ahead. Oh, he might have lost.
Inconsistent in the clutch. And 3, if you watch the Thunder, they can have a drought offensively sometimes. No disrespect to the Thunder. They can have a drought offense. You don't want to do that against a team like the Pacers, though. Because Indiana, if you notice, is playing defense in these playoffs. If you notice.
Yeah.
So, again, if If you have the Thunder winning, that's totally fine. I got the Pacers. If you have the Thunder winning, that's fine. That's cool. We can agree to disagree. I'm just saying
this is a tough one, but I'm not gonna change. I'll still pick Thunder in 6, but yeah, I think it's gonna be probably OKC's toughest series in the playoffs.
I'm going right. I got right. I hear you. I got Pacers in 6 though. I hear you. Because remember, OKC has to win in the.
I think it's really like the last time I had a hard time picking a finals winner was probably, I'd say 2022. That was like a hard series for me to pick. I think this is like one of those series where it's a hard one to choose from. It could be any of those teams.
For me, the Thunder got to win in 6 though.
Hopefully, it's not like it was the last 2 years where you have like a big favorite against the underdog. But
yeah,
I don't think it'll be like that though.
Let me ask y'all this.
And in my opinion, the Thunder got to.
Hold on. I don't mean to cut you off, G Money, but I got a question for all of y'all. Do the Pacers end the Knicks off tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yes.
In New York. Is it New York? Oh, yeah.
It's in New York. It's in MSG.
Yeah.
Bro, Philly, you have freaking Lakers in the championship, but get the hell out of here.
How embarrassing is that, though, G Money? Losing 3 times in the Garden?
Hold on. First of all, Philly, you had the Lakers in the NBA championship, so I don't know what you're trying to do.
Wait, what's going on here? Wait, who are you talking to?
This guy best of Philly.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm like, what's he talking about?
Dude, you had the Lakers in the championship, so get out of here. You had to win the championship.
The Knicks was supposed to win this series. Just that coaching. The Knicks got horrible coaching.
That's been abysmal,
was out of here, bro.
He keep running our players to the ground.
How you supposed to against the Pacers? Come on, man.
And keep this in mind. Out there. And another thing too, right? I am tired of these idiot Knicks fans saying, "Oh, we went to the ECF, so you can't let Tibbs go." People need to. I'm gonna shove this to their skull, okay? Did you know Lionel Hollins in 2013? Let me rock, please. Did you know Lionel Hollins in 2013 with the Grizz took the Grizz to the conference final, got fired that same offseason. Doug Collins took the Bulls to the conference final, 1989, got fired that same offseason. Emma Udoka took the Celtics to the NBA Finals, got fired that same offseason. Mike Malone just won a ring, got fired.
Well, no. Udoka didn't get fired. He shot himself in the foot. That wasn't a fire.
Either way, he was gone.
Either way, he was out, right? Yeah, either way.
He was out.
No, that was more because of his that was a different reason, but that was more because of his
I understand that. At the same time, he's still gone. Anyway, Monty Williams took the Suns to the NBA Finals in 2021. Got let go. I mean,
he got let go 2 years later, though. He got to let go 2 years later.
I know. 2 years later. My point
Yeah, go ahead. Don't interrupt him.
My point I'm saying is there's been coaches in NBA history that went to the NBA Finals or Conference Finals. Some people won a ring and got the pink slip, got a detention slip. So,
with that being said,
if the Knickerbockers cannot.
G Money, you know why they got the pink slip? Because going to the conference finals ain't a championship. Nobody gives.
Wait, no, G Money. Did they get fired like a few years later or right away though?
No, Lionel Hollins got fired right away. Remember the Grizz went to the conference final in 2013? 2013.
Okay.
He got fired right away. I mean,
our goal is to do what? What is our goal in New York? To bring a chip to New York.
To win the chip. To win the chip.
Conference final. We don't. That don't do nothing.
I highly doubt the Knicks are going to do it because I highly doubt they're going to do it though.
I don't know.
You talking about like the years to come, or just
especially since he took him to the conference finals after 25 years? I highly doubt they're gonna do that.
That's true. I mean, possibly. But I think Thibodeau gotta go. Honest to God, man, you can't run your players to the ground. You can't do that. In this NBA where they do more,
and not just
a faster paced game, you can't do that.
Yep, true. I'm glad you brought that up because you know what? But we talked about this. Me and G talked about this morning. Remember, G is like he doesn't make decisions when it comes to his not only his coaching staff but his players. Because Derrick Rose, the Derrick Rose thing was that was kind of 50-50. I mean, injuries could happen anytime, but he shouldn't have Derrick Rose in that game. I'm a Sixers fan.
Agreed. And also Julius, right. Up by 12 with a minute to go. That was retarded. And what about Julius Randle? We're up by 16. We're up by 19. With 4 minutes to go. Remember the game when Randall hurt his shoulder? Tibbs let him in the game. I'm like, I don't get it, man. And not just that, too. Last night, game 4, I'm watching this game. DeLon Wright is balling. Why are you taking out DeLon Wright? Precious Achiuwa only played 2 minutes. Why, man? Like, come on, bro. Like,
you know who he tries to be like? He tries to be like Paul Westhead. But the difference between Paul Westhead, though, Paul Westhead just did that for a tempo of his offense. He knew how to take out his players and when to put them in. So he's stubborn. He's stubborn. I agree with you, G Money. I'm not a Knicks fan, but he's just too stubborn. He got to get out of the coaching position.
Exactly. Either heck, if you right, or we could put Tibbs in the front office. Either in the front office or fired. Because I'm tired of Tibbs at this point. Tibbs is 47 and 54 in the playoffs. 47 and 54 in playoff games. What's it going to take for people to understand it's not the roster that's the problem? It's him sometimes, either overplaying guys or force-feeding the ball to JB sometimes. And people will just, and you have idiot Knicks fans who just look at the fact that we went to the ECF for the first time since 2000, blatantly ignoring the facts that I just gave about coaches that were fired after making conference finals and or finals. Yep. Come on, man. He's just he's a regular season head coach, man. He's a regular season head coach. He's a great assistant coach. He has not won an NBA title as an NBA head coach. I don't care about the reason. It happened. Facts are facts, not opinions.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because the Knicks would be up 2-2 right now if he changed that coaching style, man. I'm telling you. In the Raw, I swear to God. This series would have been tied by now. Or they probably would have beat the Pacers. One of the two, one of the three. I don't know.
He was supposed to.
What y'all think? What y'all think Anthony Edwards need to work on?
Mid-range.
I said he needs to work on mid-range and post-up.
Definitely post up.
Yeah, post up.
Mid-range, posters, and needs to stop jib-jabbing all the time.
And they need to give him a better second option than Julius Randle.
Yeah.
Hey, do you think that trade?
That's why we left New York.
You think Minnesota should have done that trade? Because I've been saying that trade was. I don't think they should have done it. They should have kept Karl Anthony Towns. If it's not broken, don't fix it.
I say so trade. I say so. I say like 50-50, to be honest.
Because I just think him and Carl Edwards and Karl Anthony Towns was just a better fit, and you could see that building over time, and they had a chemistry together too. So, because a better big, in my opinion, makes a scoring type of guard like Anthony Edwards' job way more easier.
Big Mike said Anthony Edwards needs stamina. You think he get tired fast?
You know what he get tired of?
He got all them kids. No, funny. He ain't tired making all them babies and whatnot. He ain't tired of that.
He tired of sliding up with them girls in the club.
Right, exactly.
He probably about to go to the club right now.
Yeah.
But now he really need to work on I think his biggest thing besides, G Money said his mid-range, he got to work on his mental fortitude. I'm tired of him and whining after every press conference.
Yeah.
And making every excuse in the book. Like, come on, and accept accountability. Accept accountability and responsibility, man. Stop making excuses.
All he had to do was say, hey, I had a bad game. Yeah. I'll be back the next one. You can't just say you had a bad game. I'll be back the next one. That's it.
Exactly. Keep it short and sweet. You had a bad game. I'll come back stronger next game and actually do it.
Yeah. That's it.
You know, start with the whining. Start with the baby. Start with the whining. Start with the crying, man. Hold yourself accountable, bro.
Hey, if that's the case, he about to be the next guy that's talked about in the NBA. Like he's on like 10 NBA commercials. He's everywhere.
But we got to understand, Anthony Edwards is 23 years old, and he took his team to the Western Conference Finals 2 times. That's impressive. Nobody can ignore that. And if you ask me, he's a top 5 player in the NBA right now.
True.
You know, in my honest God,
I don't know about top 5.
To me, he's a superstar.
I agree.
He borderline. Yeah, you gotta get to.
Nah, come on, man.
Come on,
bro.
Nah, he
I
ain't
seen your video.
SGA, JT, Grapefruit, Jokic.
He even didn't hit his prime yet. He's still 23.
Right, exactly. Still 23. He ain't a superstar yet.
He got to be a top 5 player.
Still 23. Yeah.
That's the problem with these players, man. They had one good season, and y'all say they're the best thing since sliced bread.
Right.
But he had 2 good ones.
Good ones. Yeah, right.
He went to the Western Conference. You know how hard it is to go to the Western
Conference. Give me some more.
Conference?
2 good ones don't make you an all-star. I mean, a superstar, bro. Come on, he's an all-star.
Okay. So you got
Hallie's a superstar.
Okay, you got Shea. Okay, when you guys start calling Shea Alexander a superstar?
He got to continue to play like this more seasons.
Like this, right? Yeah.
So is he a superstar right now or no?
No, not yet. If he,
so he's not, okay.
He's on the verge. He's on the verge though. He moving at a faster pace than Anthony Edwards. I tell you that much.
Yeah,
that's true. But he had more time to grow because he's a little older than Ant-Man, so he had more time to grow.
That proves my point even more. He's around 26. So that means Anthony Edwards got some time as well.
Yeah, but Kid, I agree with you. Kid, I agree with you. Yeah, we cannot take away his 2 Western Conference Finals, but that's just it. They're Western Conference Finals. They're not the finals. He didn't win it yet.
Yeah,
they're not NBA Finals.
Right.
I mean, yeah,
that's the point. And I'll be honest with you, this means
we need to stop. Guys, we need to stop celebrating like second round wins.
Right, I hate that.
I'm not I'm just saying that
superstar in 2011. Was Derrick Rose superstar in 2011?
And I'll be honest with you, the Wolves have more talent than the Thunder. Let me prove it.
Was Derrick Rose a superstar in 2011?
I wouldn't say, but he got the MVP. He got the MVP because LeBron was winning MVPs. They didn't want to give it to him. So I see why the people call him a superstar back in 2011. But I don't think he was a superstar. I'll agree with that, Chi-Town. He was a superstar.
Yeah, he's more of a star to me. D-Rose at the time was more of a star.
Yeah, that was just his first breakout season.
D-Rose fans
say
that
unfortunately, injuries shortened his career. Derrick Rose could have been a superstar if he didn't have injuries.
Right.
Agreed. Yeah.
He was one of the most athletic guards in quite some time, man. That dude was jumping out the gym.
It is not.
He had those damn light ass shoes that twist your ankle all the time. I don't know why he was wearing.
Fast.
Cheap ass Adidas.
Yeah.
Oh, it was
lightning quick to D-Rose.
What'd you say?
Those twist my ankle lightning quick. I caught those.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Doing that to me.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Adidas, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Right. I want to ask you a funny question. I know you guys have the Thunder. If the Pacers win the NBA title, where do you rank their playoff run of all time? If the Pacers win the NBA title,
well, it'd be a big underdog story. Like,
yeah,
I did research on this. The last time a team outside of top 3 to win a championship was the Rockets in '95. Since then, it's all been 3 seeds.
That's true.
Yep.
I remember
that. And they would have. Right, and they would have beaten the number 1 seed Cavs, 68 wins. They would have beaten my Knicks, 51 wins. And I know Dame was hurt. Remember, Indiana won game 2 with Dame on the floor. That did happen. Let's not ignore that.
Yeah,
so Dame played in that game, and he beat the Bucks healthy. So let's be objective. And he beat a healthy Cavs, games 4 and 5, and he beat a healthy.
Well, Cavs is a subjective one. That's some people kind of argue that.
I know.
Why?
I know. Why? Why be a healthy Cavs. I know.
What's his name? Garland missed 2 games, I think.
He still came back. I don't care.
He came back.
Shy, best of Philly said give him $25.
For what though? No, what was I wrong about? That's why I wanted him to tell me. He didn't explain to me what exactly I was wrong about.
Man, he making Philly look bad, man.
Cleveland, they're frosters, man.
Do you know what he's at?
Cleveland is frosters.
Do you know what he's talking about?
Donovan Mitchell and none of them.
Yeah, Spidey Mitchell.
Cavs are frauds. Bucks are frauds. Bucks are frogs in my eyes. Cavs are frauds. I mean, and my Knicks look like I know the Knicks are in the ECF. At the same time, we're playing against a less talented Pacers team, and we look like frauds right now, man. Like, bro,
no, man, hey, just call it like it is. We fool's gold too.
And I know you have. I know you're gonna have the stupid right. I know what you mean. And if the Pacers beat the Thunder, a 68-win team. I'm saying this right now. If Indiana wins the NBA title, this is a top 10 run of all time, in my opinion, in the NBA.
Okay. I have another question for you. If Halliburton wins the championship and Finals MVP, is he the greatest Pacer of all time?
Oh, hands down, yeah.
Hands down.
Oh, yes. Hands down, yes.
See what winning does?
Right.
That's what I keep saying. See what winning does?
So he's over Reggie Miller for you guys, Halliburton, if he wins Finals MVP.
Of course, yeah.
He's going to get it over him because he could do something Reggie Miller couldn't do.
Right.
It's all about winning at the end of the day, man.
And my thing with Halliburton.
Go ahead.
No, Brand, you were saying something?
No, I was just gonna say, I agree because I can't. Lately, I've been getting caught up in nostalgia. I can't get caught up in that. I just gotta I gotta be objective here. Like
he was the greatest pacer ever.
Right. Tyler has shown something we haven't seen in a long time, and that's a guy that's been consistent in the lower market. Yeah, we saw with Giannis, but now we're seeing with Tyler. And I love
Tyree. Hallie.
I keep calling him Tyler. Tyree. Yeah. I love Reggie. Reggie is like to me the second best shooter behind Curry all time. Love his toughness and everything. But he's not. I can't put him above Tyree. I can't. Tyree will take that spot.
And Brandon, here's the funny part about it. Reggie played basically his whole career as a Pacer, and
18 years.
None of that means nothing if you don't win. Because see how longevity gets thrown out the window when somebody's winning.
Facts. Top 5 3-point shooter of all time. Yep. Reggie is a top 5 3-point shooter ever. Yep.
I gotta give credit due to Halliburton, man. He's a typical point guard that anybody wants on their team. A tall, probably 6'6", 6'7" at best. Lanky point guard who looks to facilitate the ball first, and give his teammates in the perfect position, man. Yeah, I mean, in some cases, I see him. He look like Magic Johnson. He's smiling, passing that ball. I say, look at this nigga here, man. Well, yeah, I gotta give him credit. He looking like the best point guard in the league right now, man. He can somewhat defend a little bit, right, G Money?
He could, yeah. Hallie is a dog on defense sometimes. And bro, if the Pacers win the title, look at the MVP.
Like yeah.
Facts. If the Pacers win the NBA title, think of it. You would have beat the clutch player of the year in JB, Jalen Brunson. You would have been an MVP and Finals MVP in Giannis. You would have been an MVP in SGA. You would have been Coach of the Years in Tibbs, 2-time Coach of the Year. Doc Rivers, Coach of the Year. In fact, NBA Championship Coach. You would have been Kenny Atkinson, Coach of the Year, and Mark Dagner, Coach of the Year. If the Pacers win the NBA title, I'm saying that this is a top 10 run of all time in the NBA, in my opinion.
Hey, where did that clutch player thing came from? Is that new?
2023.
Yeah, 2023. Hey, you know, funny thing too.
Player of the year?
Yeah, 2023.
Prince, they got this new award called the Hustle Award. Guess who they gave it to?
Who that?
Draymond Green.
Oh my god!
I swear to God, I was like, what?
We are hustling. We are hustling.
You know, I don't even think he should have won it. That's what got me really funny. That's what made it even more funnier.
That's crazy.
Word.
Crazy.
Yo, but before we head up out of here, man, I got a question for Brandon and Kid Trunks. What y'all think about the Papoose Remy Ma situation?
Oh man, that
man, they fighting. You got hey man, that thing, but that nectar between her legs gotta be strong as hell, man. I'm telling you, bro. hey, she got 40-year-old men about to go out there and fight for her. Jesus Christ, man. Hey, I tell you,
she for the streets though, man. I didn't know she's man.
That man, bro. What? But I'll cheat. Hell yeah, I'll cheat if my girl was in jail. I don't give a fuck. You tripping, bro? What Hassan did? Hey, no, I don't want to bring my fault for bringing his name up. But what you seen the video when he wiped the phone and he was like, "This is what the money do."
Nah, I didn't see that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I would have to show you, bro. I can't if you want me to, but I mean,
I can't.
Go look it up. Go look it up. Go look it up.
Man. He's gonna copyright my shit.
No, go look it. Okay. 50 Cent reposted it. 50 Cent reposted it.
No Hassan Campbell stuff here, man. He gonna be niggas be copying me. They taking my style.
Okay, bro. Yeah, that shit crazy, bro. But that thing about, them other females who are not the most good looking, hey, usually got
they could be cookie praising the coconuts. They could be cookie praising
want to kill you.
Man, Papoose got a ding for masculine chicks.
I was just about to bring that up. You know what's crazy?
His new chick is a boxer.
Yeah,
Clarissa.
Clarissa. Yeah, one of the best boxers ever, female boxers ever.
What the fuck?
But the craziest thing though, and here's where okay, it's all entertainment to us. Yeah. But Remy looking more worse because she always every day she posts on social media making herself look bad, talking about Clarissa's looks. But if you look at Remy back in the day, she looked just like Clarissa. That's the craziest thing about
her. Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know if you know that.
Remy been a dot, man. Remy used to mess with a dude that I know from our hood called Mike DeLorean from Bars and Hood.
Yes, Mike DeLorean. He did that Nas this with
Yeah.
This Nas?
Yeah. My uncle used to rock with them. I know Bars and Hoods. Yep. So she used to mess with Mike DeLorean, and she said Papoose is the most brokest guy. No, Mike DeLorean is the most brokest dude you bet with.
Oh man,
he got cut from Mobb Deep. Even cut them because they couldn't cut the mustard and selling records.
Nah, but he could spit. Right. I say Mike DeLorean could spit. I remember, and it was this thing on. It was this website. And they play all the old school days, all the old school underground joints. Yeah. And he was on there. He was like 16 at the time spitting. I'm like, yo, this dude is nice.
Man, you know how we do in the bridge, man. We got nothing but spitters, baby.
Yo, you guys yourself, Queensbridge could go against any hood in America.
Yeah,
y'all winning the battle.
Because we got too much rappers, man. We the largest projects in America. It's 96 of them.
That's crazy.
You got Molly Marr. You got the whole Bravehearts. Roxanne,
Killer Kids, Capone and Noriega. I could go on and on. Screwball, Nature, Comega. Yo, it's all too much.
It's too much.
Hey, what Papoose said back to her though? Like, did he make a response video about her?
Yeah, he did.
He did, yeah.
What did he say? Like he was just like
she can't keep her legs closed. She for the stuff like that for the screen.
Oh, you telling me? Hold up. So you telling me you wasted about how long was she in jail for? 10 years?
I don't know. I think
a little bit more than that. I think it was like was it 10 or 12. It was
Well, you
like
hold this girl, hold this your wife allegedly down for 12 some years, bro.
Yeah, but if you know she was promiscuous and she was a dot, why you wifed her up for?
Exactly.
Like, I think he just for the money, bro. I don't know. But she was in jail though. How was she making money? I don't know.
It rattles the brain, huh? It pulls our membrane, huh? And I have one question, please.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, you're about to talk. You're about to talk. No,
I was gonna say she was probably getting hit up. Remember, she was signed a terror squad. Maybe she was getting hit up like that. So,
but she wasn't making no new music though. If you know how your career will instantly go flushing down if you ain't make music for like 12 years.
Actually, no. Actually, she was making music. It wasn't like mainstream stuff, but she
in
was
a jail cell.
Music. Yeah, you can still make music in jail. Hell yeah. You definitely could do that,
bro. Come on, man. Really, it was with some clear audio. This bullshit audio.
I don't know what it was, but she was making music.
Was it like good? Was it clear? Was it sound good and everything?
Dude, some cuckoo crazy
as far as
stuff
sound,
that rattles the brain.
Sound was like mediocre, but as far as like the actual music, it wasn't. It was alright. It was subpar.
Because artists make money doing shows. That's how they mostly make their money, though. In many cases, I don't know how it was back then. I guess it was DVD disc.
No, you're right, but again, to your point though, still as far as like getting like compensated, even though she wasn't doing big shows, because you could get like 10 G's a show depending on like who you are, but because she was locked up, I know Fat Joe, because her and Fat Joe was like siblings, so she probably was getting hit up with Terror Squad probably hitting her up while she was locked down, and she was still doing music, so she was getting a little bit of something. It wasn't a lot of money, but it was something.
She got arrested for attempted murder, I believe, right? Attempted. And my fault for bringing up that word on your show, but attempted M, right?
Yeah. Yep.
I'm looking up right now. How long did Remy Ma stayed in jail?
Money, you was about to say something?
I want to say. Yeah, I'll make it quick though, because I don't want to swing the tide of the conversation. I'm saying if the Thunder win the championship, SGA is the best OKC player of all time, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, I said that earlier on because
I agree.
Yeah. The SGA is what?
If the Thunder win the NBA title, he is the best Thunder player to ever grace the court.
Agreed.
Thunder player.
Agree. Yeah. Hey, Prince. Just a dumb argument kind of way because I really don't care who is or who's not. But you think like Shea, if he wins it, like is his time now? He could probably be the face because he's young. He's
I don't know that's a hard question to answer, man.
Nah, it won't be no face.
Everybody's battling for the face of the league, so you're just gonna have to see how that play out, man. All these guys are young; they're trying to enter their prime. Let's see where it goes. It could be somebody on a humble from the draft pick that's still all they done. So
I like the still the Thunder.
Cooper Flag.
Yeah. I think Cooper Flag gonna be good, but I don't think it's gonna be him. Dallas gonna be a problem next year.
They are.
Stay healthy. They're gonna be a problem.
But Kyrie's not coming back though. I don't. People are not mentioning that. Kyrie not gonna play for a whole year. I think he'll come back. Yeah, he got an ACL, Achilles. What was it?
Right. That's right.
ACL, right?
Yeah, ACL. Yeah.
Okay, he may come back a little bit earlier.
Zion Williamson about to be the face of McDonald's.
He better be
the face of damn, I forgot what it's called. OnlyFans, probably, because all the people, And bro, yo, Prince, Prince. That man got set up, man. He in New Orleans, bro, where they got the best food you can possibly think of.
Yeah, man.
And bro, the ladies, oh my god, natural, but big juicy ass, natural ass down there. Natural, it's all natural. No BBL, no Brazilian butt lift. That's all natural.
Occasion food,
fried fish. What they got in New Orleans? Beignets. Man, come on, man.
Bro, you make my mouth water.
Brandon, I never got to answer this.
Oh, no Diddy. That's
what
big.
You think of Michael Jordan coming back to NBC? I think he's gonna. I don't know his exact role, but I think he's gonna be like. I think he's gonna be probably like either calling the games or doing a halftime thing.
Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say I love it. I love the move, and this is because Jordan's really an introvert by heart. Mm-hmm. So he's always been behind the scenes. So you got to remember the Bulls was like the focal, like the face of that NBC thing. They were like the face of that.
They were.
So the fact that they're bringing him back, it's a good move. It's a good move.
Yo, Brandon, you know the minute Mike open his mouth, he gonna piss some people off.
Man, he gonna piss.
Bro, Mike Melo,
he
bro.
Don't hold back. He don't hold back.
So it's gonna be Jordan and Melo. Who else?
Vince Carter. It'll be VC.
Oh
Melo,
man.
VC, Melo, MJ, Mike Tirico, Noah Eagle, Jamal Crawford, and Reggie Miller.
Shit, that's a squad.
Reggie Miller. Hey, what did they bring Charles Barkley and him and Jordan had to?
that'd be funny because they ain't on talking terms no more.
Yeah, they don't even like each other. But I can't wait, man, because they're gonna shut down that excuse of a channel, ESPN, man. I swear to God, I'll be so happy. Real basketball, man. Real basketball.
Man, NBC's gonna put ESPN to shame, and I'm so pissed off at David Zaslav because he lost the NBA on TNT. I'm so pissed off at him right now because I don't want to strain to watch games, man. And I'm also pissed off at Adam Silver too because look, Adam Silver cannot use the excuse for TNT. Oh, we dropped TNT because of cable. No, you did not. ESPN is a cable network.
Who the hell watches cable? Man?
Let me make my point. ESPN. Let me make my point, please. ESPN, ABC, NBC are cable networks. Adam Silver re-up them. So you can't use cable as an argument, Adam Silver. ESPN, ABC, and NBC are cable networks. So you can't use the cable excuse for dropping TNT. And let me keep going, please. If you talk about streaming, right? Did you know you can watch TNT on DirecTV, Sling TV, Hulu TV, YouTube TV? What is Adam Silver talking about? And David Zaslav should have been fired for losing the NBA because he wanted to play Duck Duck Goose with Adam Silver. That's why I'm pissed off of TNT losing the NBA. Now I go to freaking Scammazon. Come on, man, and stream to watch games. Like what?
Ain't nobody using.
There's always ways to watch it for free.
Yep.
Stream. I ain't go. We can say it on YouTube.
Let's not give them the sauce. Don't give them the sauce.
You be using it too, Prince?
Let's keep that at the round table.
Hey, Prince, you can watch all UFC, boxing.
You know what it is. Basketball. You know what it is. Let's keep that at the round table.
Right.
But Pete, guess what? So since Michael's back, this is what he's going. This is going to be the basis of Michael's commentary. I see it coming. Whenever a star player or a player does something good, like a dunk or crossover, this is what he's gonna say. Man, I was doing that back in North Carolina. I miss doing that. That's what he's gonna say. He can never give credit. I love him, but he can never give credit to the new school players. Yeah, some of them though. Besides Kobe, AI, Vince. And I'll throw.
I can't wait, man. NBC gonna be me.
Hey, this is funny because LeBron said he want to have a relationship with Mike because he said they don't talk. So that shows you how much respect. That shows you how much respect LeBron has. Yeah, he said that on the interview. LeBron want to have a conversation. He want to talk to Mike. So he gonna get an opportunity to do it now if he's on
NBC.
Yeah.
So if I'm NBC, you know what you should do.
There ain't no twist about it. LeBron loved Michael Jordan. That's why he got number 23. Y'all don't know why that number was there. He told you off the bat. Yeah. So the guy looked up to Jordan ever since. He did. All these players say they look at Mike. They say, man, it's like looking at a God. That's Black Jesus. So everybody want to have a relationship with Mike. So
man, that's gonna be fun.
I'm happy. Mike. I'm happy. I'm happy going to NBC, but I gotta apologize to Mike. I think everybody gives apology to Michael Jordan, man, for the Charlotte Hornets, man, because they still butt ass, man. Bro,
Mike may be a great player, but that GM stuff,
that's not his fault. Give that up. Prince, they put nothing but felons on that team. Come on, man.
And bank robbers, and burglars,
purse snatchers, getaway drivers,
thieves.
Man, what?
Yeah, they have Von Wade.
And he's still losing up, Prince.
Word. But man, it's been a pleasure with y'all, man. We had some fun tonight, man. I appreciate all of y'all, man.
All right, man.
So, y'all want to say any last thing before we head up out? Anybody got some? You want to plug your channel, Kid Trunks? Come on, plug that channel, man. Stop playing.
Oh yeah, KIDDTRUNKS44. You know what it is, Kid Trunks 44.
No doubt.
Right.
Yeah. Just follow me.
What's up?
All right, man.
G Money, what about you? You got any last plug? Anything you like to say?
Yeah, last thing. One, congratulations to OKC, as they said OKC later to Minnesota. So congratulations to the Thunder. One, please smash and crush your likes for my man Prince Sports. Please smash and crush your likes. Nice to see you again, Brandon. My big bro. Nice to see you again, Brandon. Nice to see you again, P. And also, man, hopeful, and also, hey, Knickerbockers is do or die. Let's see what happens. And David Zaslav and Adam Silver, you big dummies for dropping TNT. Still hurts.
Yeah, he's still not over that. He's still not over that.
Nah, man.
I don't blame you though.
And also NBC, boom. I can't wait for NBC next fall, baby. Let's go. That's all I gotta say. Peace and blessings.
Peace. Brandon, what's your outro? You got something?
In the words of the late great Sugar Ray Robinson, plan your work your plan.
Woo! I like it. That shit is him, son. He bought me the Sugar Ray. My God, yes. That's the man that knows his boxing. That loves. See,
hell yeah.
This is why I love and respect you guys so much. You talk about more than one sport. That's why the last name is Sports here. That's what we do here, man. It's all about sports. You know what I mean?
Boxing is a circus now, but I know my history. So
that's what's up.
He does. Brandon Sports Guru, and you too, P. We're all
good. Peace, y'all.
All right, bros. Peace. Later.
Peace.
Later. Peace.
Peace.